Hey everyone, it's Zara and I'm back to film a plan with me. This is using a kit from Pixel Cloud Co. It is her cozy kit and it's like the full vertical weeks kit, but she also has different versions like PP weeks, Homonichi, that kind of thing. But I love this kit. I think it's just super beautiful. Tons of foil in it. The first 3 pages of the kit are foiled, and then there's 3 pages that are not foiled, and it's a rose gold foil as well. I do have a coupon code for Pixel Cloud Co. It's linked down below, but it is Zara15, and then when you mention my name, you get my freebie and all of that good stuff too. And one thing I really like about her freebie is that you have kind of a combination of foil, and then you have some of her like non-foiled character stickers as well. So you can kind of get the best of both worlds of what her shop has to offer. So definitely check it out if you are interested. But this is the cozy kit, like I said, and it's really, really, really beautiful. So you saw me a little bit earlier kind of struggling to figure out where to put all the bottom washi strips. So there's 2 strips of washi. You could definitely, cut up the smaller strip, if you wanted to. I still haven't rediscovered where my slice tool is from when I moved. It's probably just in a box that I, put it in, and it just hasn't been something I needed yet and up to this point. And so, but I did think like I could even have trimmed it down a little bit so it would have been a little bit skinnier. And put it up at the top, or you could slice it up into like headers or things like that if you wanted to just kind of use it as washi throughout the week. But in the end I ended up just kind of layering the 2 pieces. It kind of lends or kind of makes it a little bit of a chunky bottom washi section, but I thought that was still really pretty, and I really wanted to use both sizes of the strips, and so I think it works out just fine. So then I'm just going through and putting all of my base of the kit down. I think pretty much everything I use is from the kit. I did pull in some foiled date numbers from 472 in Maine that are gold foiled. Even though the kit comes with date numbers, they weren't foiled. And so I wanted to just add a little bit of extra sparkle up at the top, especially since I wasn't pulling in very many like foiled icons or anything like that. Pretty much all of the foil came directly from like what was in the kit, if that makes sense. And so I just thought that I'd just add a little bit of extra foil to the spread. So anyways, and then in the sidebar, it's just kind of my normal sidebar. And since there were 9 boxes, I did put an extra box at the bottom of the sidebar. Since it's a memory spread, I don't necessarily need it for, I don't need space for like an extra checklist or anything like that. And this is just kind of a copy over of what I did in my pre-planned weeks, what I tracked and everything. So then I'm just trying to figure out what'll fit in that space. I think it was maybe an appointment label that I repurposed, and I just put a Clever Gal Crafts heart sticker over the appointment text to mark down what book I was reading this week. So then moving into Monday, Monday started off great. My dog woke up, or I woke up and I was like, it sounds like Layla's kind of like gonna puke. And so then sure enough, I was like, she puked before I could get her outside or whatever. So then we had to clean up puppy, or I guess she's not really a puppy, but we had to clean up, like dog puke and all of that, do laundry and whatnot. She had eaten quite a bit of toy when she was hanging out with my fiance's parents while we were at our wedding show on Sunday, and so I think she just ate a little bit too much toy and they didn't take it away from her soon enough, and so then she just had a little bit of extra plastic in her stomach, so that's why she wasn't feeling good for the first couple days of the week. But that paw print, I think it's from I think it might be from Paper Bow Prints, but honestly a lot of paw prints in my collection look the same, so I'm not entirely sure. Then we finished our audiobook, and that sticker is from Stella Bow Sticker Co. And then I did yoga. And then for this week, I used Paper Bow Prints yoga stickers, and then I just layered them over top of like the canceled, rescheduled headers because they had foil on the sides. And so just covering up the text, I was able to kind of get a little foiled washi strip to kind of layer my yoga stickers on top of. Plus, I really liked the purple with the gray. So then I marked work every day this week with these tiny little tulip like prescription bottles layered over a flag. And then I don't normally mark this, but I got these in a grab bag, or like an oops bag, and so I was just having like really bad cramps this day, and so I just used a munchkin from Once More with Love to mark that down at the end of Monday. So then moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was our trash day, so I wanted to use a trash can icon from Nikki Plus 3 to mark that down. And then since we had been out of town on Sunday, and then Monday started off, just kind of cleaning up and everything, this was the first chance I had to plan out my week. So I used a planner from Paper Bow Prints to mark that down. Then I had my work marked the same way as on Monday. And this day we were supposed to have 3 pharmacists, and that's what our schedule showed. But our scheduler had pulled our third pharmacist to a different store, and we didn't know about it, and so I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this person's not going to be here today when it was 15 minutes late. And so then our manager called and she's like, yep, nope, they pulled them. So I just put down this nope munchkin because it was just a busy day, and then we were on the short staffed side, just because we didn't have that extra help. So then I was trying to figure out how to fit everything in that I wanted to at the bottom, and I couldn't fit everything in that I wanted to. So in the end, I omitted, my dog had just her regularly scheduled vet appointment this day. But I wasn't there. My fiance took her, and so I ended up removing that sticker, just to instead, fit in the other things we did that night. So I got some Papa Murphy's after work, and I used a pizza sticker from Planneresque. I also have a coupon code for Planneresque down below if you're interested. I believe it's Zara 15 as well. And then we played Stardew Valley, which is the game we're totally loving. We play it a ton. And you'll notice pretty much every day we played this game. So then that laptop or computer sticker is from Bubba Bear Studios. And then I marked yoga at the end of the night like I have been. Wednesday I started off with yoga and some reading. Those books are I believe they're from Nicole Hutch Designs. I haven't used very many of her stickers, but I do have some of her icons in my collection. And then I had to go to work, and so after work I got home and I wanted to do a little bit of cleaning and tidying up, so I used a spray bottle from Paper Bow Prints to mark down cleaning, and then in the kit there's a number of text icons, text script stickers, text stickers, and so I used the cleaning text to mark down that I did some cleaning, and then my fiance ended up working late. He was just having a really busy day, and there were some problems that came up last minute, and so he works from home, but he obviously was still working, so I just kind of had a lazy night, and played some computer games until he was off of work. And so I didn't really do too much that night. So I ended up kind of pulling in a couple of different things. So I did a header. I pulled in one of the headers from the kits, and then I layered the lazy day text over top of it, kind of like I've been doing with the yoga stickers. And then I just used that as a header for this half box and this munchkin, for a lazy day, playing games on the computer. And then I put in a little label with an alarm clock from the Littlest Planner to mark down that my fiance was working late. And I do have a coupon code for the Littlest Planner as well. That one is Zara10. So then moving on to Thursday. Thursday was my day off. And so I did a day off, text sticker layered over a header again to mark down my day off. And then we started off the day with more games. And so I used a laptop from Paper Bow Prints to mark that down. And then I was just doing a lot of different tasks on my to-do list. So I was working on some YouTube videos that day. And then there was actually like a YouTube sticker in the kit, text sticker. And so I was able to put that with an icon from Paper Bow Prints. And really most of the icons I used on Thursday were from Paper Bow Prints, up until the very end of the day. But I used a light bulb icon to mark down that I paid some bills. And then I was doing some laundry and tidying up. And so I used 2 icons again from Paper Bow Prints to mark down laundry and tidying. And then I did my yoga as I have been doing. And then at the end of the night, so I had a really lazy night. I was just chilling, and then at 7 o'clock or something like that, I realized that I wanted to get some stuff done for work or for recertification. So every 2 years you have to, renew your license for a pharmacy. And so my recertification renewal is coming up soon. And so I have to make sure I have all of my continuing education credits done. And then I also have to, my CPR was expiring soon. And so I had to take a CPR class. And so I had to do the pre-test for my CPR class. And then I had to do some, continuing education credits, and so I did some of those kind of as the last thing before I went to bed. And usually I don't do work so late, or I usually just kind of do things in the morning because that's usually when I'm most active and alert. But I just wanted to get this stuff done as well. So even though it got a little bit late, I still got it done. And then I'm using this pencil sticker from Exo Mama Plans to mark down, those credits and the pretest. So then moving on to Friday. Friday was my last day of my yoga challenge, which was great. So I marked yoga again. And then after I was done with my yoga challenge, I watched the Taylor Swift documentary on Netflix, Miss Americana. And I was trying to decide at first if I wanted to layer some washi behind it. But then in the end, I decided not to because I wasn't sure. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to move it up. But in the end, I just put it in there like normal. But sometimes with movie marquees, I feel like it's almost a little bit of wasted space, the little hump at the top of the movie marquee. And so I was trying to see if I could, make any additional room, but in the end, I just put it right in there. And then after I was done watching that, I did some unpacking. I'm still unpacking my house, even though I've been living here for 3 months. And so, I used a package icon from Paper Bow Prints again. And then I was working on, or the next week, I was planning on doing the readathon for Creating & Co. She does a couple of different readathons a year. And I've never really participated in them before. I bought the kits, but then I've never actually followed through and read a bunch of books because it just ends up being a busy week, or I work a lot or have other plans. And so I was determined to actually do it and follow it and everything. And so I used this nerdy munchkin with the glasses to mark down that I planned out what books I was going to read that matched the prompts, and kind kind of get everything all set aside so it'd be ready to go. And then I was trying to figure out, I ended up having a lot of icons on the left-hand side, which I wasn't totally digging. And so I was trying to figure out if I could move the icons around, and I couldn't end up pulling up that package sticker. So I ended up just leaving it as it is, and then I moved I moved the little thing around and just pulled in an extra icon for that. But the rest of the day I just did laundry. So I used a text sticker from the kit, and then I used a hanger sticker from Nikki Plus 3. And then I did a DVR binge. I think I watched a lot of Jeopardy, to be honest. And so I pulled in a TV sticker from, I believe it's an old one from a kit. I don't actually know what shop that's from. And then I just worked at the end of the night. So then on to Saturday, I worked all weekend, and so started off with a work label, and then after work I did some filming. So I pulled in a film icon from Paperbow Prints, and then after I was done filming, I watched some Grey's Anatomy because I'm really behind on basically everything on my DVR, but that's one of the shows that I'm really behind on. So that TV is from River Street Stickers, and then my fiance got home. He was spending the day with his dad, and so I used just a car icon. I believe that's from Hazel Sticker. And then afterwards, we just played some games, and so I used a desk from Pretty on Paper Co., but she is no longer open. So then moving on to Sunday, I worked again, and then I was trying to figure out how to pull in everything, because the only thing about using the double box is that sometimes my days look really repetitive, or, kind of looks like Saturday and Sunday are the same. So I tried to make them look a little bit different, and I think I did okay with it. But just like things I wanted to mark and icons I was pulling in, just kind of lended themselves to some of the similar stickers. But we ended up picking up coffee and donuts, and we actually I think I got hot chocolate or maybe a hot apple cider. And so I used a donut sticker from Jalen Paper Co. to mark down that. And then after work, we went to the gym. And so I pulled in a workout text sticker and then just layered it again over some headers, or over a header, to mark that in. And then later in the day, I did my planning for the upcoming week. And so I pulled in a munchkin from Once More with Love. And originally I was going to put it on this quarter box, but then it ended up just looking a little bit like the text sticker and the munchkin looked a little bit large for the sticker, and so I ended up pulling the munchkin up and just putting it on the white space, and just doing the planning that way. Pulling things up off of premium matte paper, sometimes it's a little bit more stuck down, but I still think that ended up being like a good plan to do that, although he's having a little trouble sticking right now in my planner. I think once I have it shut for a while, he'll be fine. And then we watched Groundhog Day, and so I used a TV from the Littlest Planner, and I ended up falling asleep on the couch watching it, so we had to finish it the next day. So I just used this little cat sticker, again, from Pretty on Paper Co., but she's no longer open. So then that is my whole week filled out. I hope you enjoyed, and then I just wanted to give you a little wiggle to show all of the foil. Like I said, all of the foil I used was just from the kit, not really from other icons.